I love it. Greatness has been an impact to all of us. Thank you.
Oh yeah, it was a powerful presentation. Thank you.
I'm in the spirits right now. Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Yeah. And then he's a pioneer, he's a pillar in the gospel dance industry. Aside that Kawaji Award, you if you don't know anything, just contact me. I'll send you personal information. So let's welcome with a standing. Thank you. Let's welcome great.
But this is not fair. This is not fair. It's not allowed. No. We have 3 people over here. We had a full prophet. No one shouted freestyle. You could have prophesied as a freestyle. You are going to believe it as a freestyle. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who participated making this program come on. Yes. In actual sense, I wasn't supposed to be here. And for that reason, I would say you are grateful or you are blessed to be here. Because when he told me, actually, he invited me for 2 programs. One was for the back-to-back, and one was for this program. When he said back-to-back, I was actually signing my travel documents to travel, leave the country. And you know, sometimes I don't disclose everything to everyone. So when he was saying, oh, we have a program, back-to-back, I was like, Jeremiah. Okay, let's see. And I couldn't make it for back-to-back. And that was one of the reasons I didn't give out any image or any picture for the flyers. And I don't owe anyone any apology for not showing up, because I didn't promise anyone I was coming. Okay, so when he told me about this one, I mean, looking at the concept he gave me and the dating and everything, I felt like this was a place I have to be today. And if I'm seeing you all here, it means you all have skipped maybe 1 or 2 daily activities to be here. And you all are a blessing to be here today. And it's not by chance, by any means. And for the first time, I would also like to say thank you to all you all coming. I really appreciate you all coming. Okay. So I'm here to speak on the topic dance. This is a dance event, and I know majority of you all here are dancers. And even if you are not a dancer, you are a dancer. Yeah. Yeah, because these days everyone says everything is life. Oh yeah. Music is life. Painting is life. Everything is life. Yeah. But dance is actually life. Who bears with me? Dance is life. Yeah. Mention 3 activities in life. Just give me one. Anyone, just give me one. I want 3 activities in life. Say again? Carpentry, yeah, is an activity. Running is an activity in life. Eating. All these three things are activities in life. Carpentry, running, eating. With music, it becomes dance. Tell me I'm right.
Very true.
Okay. So with music, everything in life is dance. So I don't know how to put it, but I mean, to a layman, dance is rhythm plus movement. I'm always with a team, so I'm always given what to speak. And my people always tell me, we are giving you this, but you know you wouldn't use this. I would actually not disappoint them today, but I mean, dance is what I do. I don't need a malam or a prophet to tell me what to say about dance. I mean, who was best me? Yeah. So, apart from being a dancer, I'm also a graduate from University of Ghana with dance and economics. So, I mean, I know So, the topic of dance shouldn't be something I should take to notes. And as at this time, I didn't forward any of the information given me for projection, because dance is me, dance is you, dance is us. I don't need a script for this. Is it clear? Okay. So I'll tell you about dance, the dance forms, and why dance. And later, as we all are here, are ministers, and we'll all dive into the ministry side. Then I'll close it. I may not use the time, I may use it, but I'll always stick to the time given. Can we? Let me tell you about my story. Am I allowed?
Yeah, no.
Okay. When I started dancing, back in junior high school, I was always the best dancer. Then I went to senior high school, Swedo Senior High, Swesco. And if any of you know Swesco, you know Swesco back in the day was some wild. So when I fell into Swesco from one, bro, I didn't want to say I'm a dancer, because there were so many gurus I was looking up to, and seeing them and just mentioning the fact that I was a dancer. I mean, I was in house 3 and we had disease. I don't know if you know disease. It was like the king of legs everywhere. It was in my door. So when you wake up to disease like this, you tell him, boss, you need to have a dancer. You can't. I mean, so what I did is I used to serve him like, oh, what's up? Do you need anything? He'd be like, oh, today before going here, go do this thing. From one boy, I can't follow, so I just keep up everything about him in school so that he doesn't, let's say if there's a roll call, I used to sacrifice my bed, be on disease bed, and you know the teachers know disease, so they just want to give him trouble. But if they see disease on the bed, they will skip disease and to continue the roll call. But if disease is not on the bed, it's a whole different environment for house 3, because house 3 was like a chaotic house. Okay, so I used to do that for disease. Then disease graduated and I was in Form 2. And because I was always laid back with disease, Form 2, I wanted, like, you know how it is, like, yeah, now everybody knows that guy is good, but I never mounted any stage. But there was this lady, whenever they were having this SU meeting around the entertainment hall, and whenever I hide with disease, maybe if he's rehearsing and I'm learning from him, maybe when he leaves, I start taking some of the moves. And I mean, she always sees me. And every time she sees me, she's called Chantel. I don't know where she is today, but I mean, God bless her wherever she is. She will always walk up to me and say, hey, I don't know what you are doing, but I think you don't belong to where you are going. I didn't understand what she said. So anytime I'm alone dancing and I see her coming, I'll just swerve and just go back to the door. So one day, one guy invited me for SU. And when I went there, I saw this same Chantel. I was like, are you chasing me in my life? And on conversations again, she preached to me. I gave my life to Christ. And you know this SU people stuff, they want everybody to know that, oh, this dancer here is our own. I mean, who is like, whose one are you? So I mean, I didn't always move with that vibe because I found a different energy and a different vibe when I'm with other people, but it was so different when I was with them. But one thing that had always been true was I felt always fulfilled whenever I was with the SU people. So, you know, I mean, we are all pleased with fans. Like when you are being cheered up, everyone likes it. I mean, but anytime I'm with them, even though Reverend would say, hey, you are the best dancer, you be dope. I mean, but when I'm with Reverend, I feel like, bro, this is where I belong. So along Form 2, I gave it a try, and I remember this on that fateful day. It was like the leavers night for the Form 4s that were leaving. So I had to minister because the Form 4s felt like it's their last night and they didn't want to minister, and they called me on stage. The Reverend knew me. And I didn't want to do that because of some reasons. Then they called me. I remember this song, Jesus Takes Away. I ministered with it, unrehearsed. And I wasn't really into gospel music, to the glory of God. That is not my story now. But I mean, the precision, performance, everything seemed planned and organized. And I didn't understand why. So afterwards, our Reverend called me and he was like, Copeland, did you see what you did? And I was like, what did I do? He said, yo, this looked like a feel of, we had one of those time dancers, he was called Midnight, and he was then attributed with saints. Like, I mean, you know, I don't know if it's true, but I mean, that was the history behind Midnight's story. So everyone was like, if you could do this, I mean, you had a different backing. I mean, which backing? I didn't even listen to the song before going. It wasn't planned. They had to push me to the stage. I mean, so what are you saying? So I had to sit back, and I was counseled by one of the leaders throughout the time. And I felt like this was where I belonged to. So along the line, we graduated. After school, I met J Steps. We started Born to Dance crew. Born to Dance had Ziggy, had Zeke, had the lives of Lil Ziggy and all these people. So many fell off. Then we had to meet and start a new movement called the Throne Ministers that you all know today. And all this period seemed so organized and precise, and I mean, not to talk of any of the travels. I mean, we are in Ghana, so let's talk about whatever is happening here. Till today, anytime I move on a stage with the gospel music, is always fulfillment. And I have never fallen from that path till today. And it's a glory of God. You guys are all blessed to be here. I'm also blessed to have myself talk to you people. And I feel like, if not today, then when? If not today, then when? I mean, so back to dancing. There's so many dances. If I say I should dive into dancing, we wouldn't live here because I wrote dancers exams. I earn from dancing. I preach with dancing. So what else? Like, can we use 30 minutes for dancing? But let me brief you. Dance goes a long way from just music and dance. There are so many forms of dance. And recently, this is the unclear part that I wish you all know. The rest you come across it or encounter it as you go in dance. There is difference between dance cultures or dance forms. And there's this thing we all don't know, which is called the popular dance. You see, when it comes to dances like miming, maybe hip-hop, crumb, all these things are dances that have stayed or have solid roots in all our dances. But let's say a dance like Azonto, those kind of songs or those kind of dances are like a revolution. It's called popular dance. My major project in dance was about popular dance, so I wish I enlightened you guys on it. Popular dance is what majority of us are doing now, because let's say if I hear, let's say Zanku, it comes with a new song, it comes with a new rhythm, musicians hop on it, like the Amapiano currently. It comes with its own kind of dances, but it fades with those dances. So as dancers, let's know the differences between all these kind of things. You can learn dances because as a dancer, you always have to polish yourself with, your tool, like what makes you a dancer. Imagine you call me here and freestyle, and I start doing that. What are you here for? That is the order of the day. You have to go by it. But you just have to know the differences between what you are doing. All these popular dances fade away when the kind of music. Who would like to jam with a song like Debbie, yeah. But then it had its own dance. But those kind of cultural dance that existed at that time still exist today. But those kind of dances that we do now, those things are still called olden days. So as dancers, as you are growing, just know the differences between any step you are taking. All these things, all the other points I've listed here, you may come by it as you go in your dances. But just know to stay relevant or to build yourself. Know that you just don't step in the popularity. Because it's not just about fame. As ministers, it goes a long way. You've never seen me do mine before. Because I told Jemam the other day, it looks very funny on me. And it's not like I go for sport there. But as a dancer, you have to know where your strongholds are or what you would like to do, so that when you become a vessel on the stage for God to use you, you don't fall short. Should I give you an example? Should I give you an example? You see, let's say Preachers has a new song and it's titled Janko. I mean, which, when you hear the song title, you should know what you are about to do, right? You hear the beats. You shouldn't see me in a painted white thing. I mean, you shouldn't see me mime on such a music video or such a music. So, as a dancer, I should know where and how to execute some music. And I'm not saying we should all learn all the dances, but in any way, in anyhow, just learn other things so that when you are called at any time as a vessel, you know how to execute whatever you are called for. Do you get me? And also, who knows dance is one of the powerful tools in the world? Okay, let me give you this from the Bible. Whoever is here recalls from the Bible that there was a king that danced and took off all his clothes. Who knows the king? What? Okay. Do you know what it takes for a king to go off? Just imagine if you hear Asante or if you hear any king go off like that. Do you know what it causes? No, it's like a whole chaotic realm, but it was caused by what? Dancing and the joy of dance. And dancing as a powerful tool. Who knows John the Baptist? Who knows how John the Baptist ended? Say again?
Because of dance.
Okay. But it wasn't just the dance. The dance the lady did touched the king. And the king asked her, tell me whatever you want, and I'll let it happen. When the lady requested for the head of John the Baptist, do you think the lady couldn't have requested for anything? But just for the fulfillment. Say, me na Messiah, they me pen on in the bay. At those times, there was no Rolls Royce. Like she would have been calling for. I mean, John the Baptist was one of the well-known, like, fearful people at then. Even though they weren't following him, but everyone knows the guy from the wilderness that didn't eat food until some age. Like, you know what I mean? He was the one baptizing you and telling you that you will go to heaven. So if a girl could call or command for that thing, I mean, that was her very highest request, and she made it come true because of dance. So never play with dancing. And at the end of the day, know that anytime you are called to perform or minister at any day, take this from me. Remember this, the platforms are given to grace or disgrace. Grace or grace or you know why I'm making you guys say disgrace? Because I'm not ready for the disgrace. Yeah, I mean, platforms are given to you to grace or disgrace you. Let me tell you this. Wherever I'm going with dance was influenced with one of my dance videos on YouTube. The title was Lead Me to the Cross. And then when I did this video, it was like 200 views on YouTube. That was like 6 years ago. And to the glory of God, anywhere I go, everyone will be like, bro, you see that video, Lead Me to the Cross? It touched me. You see that video, Lead Me to the Cross? That is why I'm doing this. Because that, I don't know why, but I mean, that is what touched people everywhere. So whatever you're doing, just know that what you are doing is never a mistake. As a dance minister, polish yourself, do your best as you can, and leave the rest for God. Are we good? With the dance forms, why I'm not stressing on the story, the topics is the rest of them you encounter them. I don't have to tell you about Adwa. I don't have to tell you about cultural dance, because we all have grassroots, and along the line, maybe callings or wherever you are invited to, you may encounter them. But all I wanted you to understand is know the distance between popular dance and any dance narrative, and you'll go very far. Alright, I would like to end it here, but I want to take questions from everyone. I want this, like, if you have any question about dance, don't ask me about prophecy, I'm not a prophet. So, questions. Is the mic extended here? Okay, let's engage. Alright, any questions? Any question?
Hello, please, has there been a time?
Wait. I beg you. Don't throw it. Alright, let's go.
Please, has there been a time where we were about to minister, but you were not really prepared to minister, but when you reach on stage, you were able to minister, but you felt like you made a lot of mistakes, but people were saying you done very well and perfectly.
I would like another person to help you, but before the person helps you, have you danced in a group before?
Yes.
Yes.
It's not just you, I know.
Okay, I know it's not just you, but whenever there's a group performance, there are errors. Even with the best, they always have errors. But the beauty of it is that the crowd don't know what you are doing. Yeah, so you leave the rest to God. God speaks through you. I mean, that is why there's always rehearsals before execution. But aside this, the rest is for God. Lay the message from the music. You know, sometimes what you all have to know is your choice of music to perform with are not based on you. It's based on the, should I say, the power or the God in you. Because sometimes you may feel some kind of way to choose this particular song for this performance. But it's not just you. I mean, sometimes it's influenced by the theme of the program. And you know, the theme of the program is not you. It's also a conscious effort, bringing up a team, bringing up all these things. So if you know, or to yourself, your inner self tells you that this particular song doesn't suit this program, I mean, it's not just you speaking to yourself. It's the power or the God on you that is influencing your actions or your choice of songs. Is it clear? Alright, thank you. Any question?
Hello.
I think so. Yo.
Okay. I want to ask this question.
This guy's from my team. Why are you doing this?
Pertaining to the Christian faith, many Christians hold the perception that dancing is not necessary pertaining to the faith.
Because you wrote it in the script and I'm not reading it.
And this is a struggle most dancers face. Even sometimes when you are opposed to such questions, you find it very difficult to give vivid answers. So I want to ask, I'm not a dancer though, but asking on behalf of every dancer, how will we approach the world of the Christian faith, showing them that dancing is not just an act of moving the body, but an act of worshiping God. So how? So can you help us know certain stuff that when we are confronted, we can convince the world that we are not dancing because we are talented, but we are dancing because we are dancing to the glory of God.
For this question that you waited on, that is why usually we take feedbacks from the audience. That is one. After administrations, I know some people have ministered here, but everyone has a remark on your administrations. But the ones who have the order or the virtue to walk to you and tell you, bro, this thing touched me. I was having this here. This happened. I don't want to go very far into this, but I mean, the basis to know what you did is from the feedbacks of the audience, because they are the ones you are ministering to. And you are always remember that you are just a vessel. Like, I don't know how to put it. So if who you have been sent to gives you this remark that, hey, I was touched by what you did, I was having this happened, I mean, then that is how to know you are fulfilled. I don't brag or speak about these things on camera, on microphones, because it's not my will or it's not my power. But if I was allowed, even there was testimony times, I could have shared some of the good sides of ministrations, especially with TTM and with myself. I don't know for you, but anything I would say will be based on my experience. Is it good? Is it good? Thank you.
All right. I want to ask, as a dance influencer, what were some of the challenges you faced individually and group-wise, and how did you overcome it?
Okay. As a dance influencer, what are some of the challenges? The first thing is my calling into the Christendom. I mean, I have, growing up, I had colleague friends. Most of them are in top places. Like most of the musicians, are directly or indirectly colleagues in some way, or we've interacted so many ways. So you have a major gig that can fetch you, I mean, this amount of money, and easily out there just write to your. Sometimes you be on the call with me and I say, oh, I'm doing something, let me write to you on WhatsApp. And I can't help in this project because of this and this, and it's not pertaining or directly or affecting my ministry in any way, so I have to call it off. But you know what? Anytime I call off shots like this, God doubles it up in the Christian family.
Okay, so mine is I'm a Catholic, so it becomes difficult for me to do more ministries because of that. I've been dormant for a while now, because we Catholics and our way of life, so it becomes difficult for me to do ministry. But here's the case: I do not want to leave the church. I don't want it to be like because of ministry I'm leaving the church. But here's the case: I'm also ready to do ministrations. If not in my church, other churches, wherever I will be needed. So I would need your advice on it, because it has been a confusion for me for a while.
Okay, I would like to answer that. Trust me, we have a project we are working on, and with time, this complaint will be a thing of the past. TTM was ministered, I think, last month at the Catholic Church in Copeland. We've had the response from them back in the day, and gradually, whilst we are meeting countless times, we know how to address them, and gradually we are raising people from all these churches, and with time these things will be a thing of the past. I mean, I don't know how long I'll live, but if all these things or all these, God gives us the mandate, I mean, with time, and apart from we reaching out to your churches, some of us also experienced it. We had one guy in our team called Energy. He was from a Presbyterian background. It was very good when he joined us. We were going places, but did not allow that in his church. So whenever he goes back to the church, he becomes weak. And they have a different way to approach that. And, it goes very deeper than what we are all saying. After they say, oh, that thing is occult, or that, sorry. Do you get me? We understand how you feel, but at the end of the day, we have platforms that will always welcome, like programs like this, Like YouTube will not tell you this is a church. You know what I mean? I reach out to so many people, directly and indirectly, from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and all these things. You don't have to check. Are you a Presbyterian or are you a Catholic? All these things not checked on there. So feel free. Know that that is your space until you have the platforms in the church. Just know that you are not on that side, and don't ever have this this burden to leave the church. God knows why He does it. If it's a Christian church or system, they are very good there. And that is one of the reasons people ask me why I never announce my denomination on any media. This is because of some of the reasons. I don't need people to come and follow me, follow my denomination. I mean, follow God wherever you are, and we shall meet in heaven. Okay, so I'll wrap it up here. If there are no further questions, I mean.
All right. So that was great in it.
From the presentation, I learned even he made a statement using David as an example who danced to the glory of God. So from his presentation, I've learned that dancing is not something secular. Dancers are instruments for God's glory, and dancers are instruments to worship God. So with that kind of perception that people hold in the Christian faith that dance is secular should be abolished, because the greatness had made us know that dancing is of God and it is done to the glory of God.
Hi everyone. So for my feedback from the greatness presentation, I would say it was an awesome one, and what really struck me was the fact that he used an example where a dancer actually asked for John the Baptist's hand through her dance ministration. And then I've been inspired a lot, and I've learned that whatever I do with my body as actions in terms of dance, preaching to people and all, can go a long way to influence others, and even to have decision made in the latter. So yeah, it was a powerful presentation. Thank you all.
Greatness administration, sorry. One thing I liked was your church shouldn't limit you. You shouldn't let a particular space limit your potential.
Yeah, so it was a blessing. It was an impact. It was a whole lot. The dance styles and everything, I got to learn about it, and then it has just inspired me. I don't know what to say. I'm even speechless. I love it. Greatness has been an impact to all of us. Thank you. All right.
Hi, I'm Gracia. Then today I learned a lot about the greatnet from the greatnet. I learned about my ministry, the type of dances, the purpose for dancing. And I learned that if I should concentrate and do more in my ministry, I'll go for it. It's not just about the dancing we also, but then preach the word through dance.
The summer was powerful and it was inspiring, and I learned more from your sermon, and then I will apply it to my dance, and then I'll move forward and be a blessing to all. Amen.
I'm blessed today.
That's all.
I'm transformed, I'm inspired, I'm transformed.
What's up, guys? I'm Massive Sebastiano, creator of Zanzama Dance Challenge, Seal of Our Footsteps, and I'm here at East Legon. Okay, I'm very happy, Charlie. You guys have missed this program, okay? Because I've learned a lot. I've learned about dance. I've learned about how I can preach to people through social media. Okay, so Charlie, you guys have missed it. Next time, don't miss it. Okay, keep watching and keep supporting. Stay inside, guys.